Okay, I've got a few of our nonfiction titles, which is really a big majority of what the Usborne books are. Usborne books are for the brain and Kane Miller is for the heart. That's sort of the saying that we have. But I'm going to start with babies and toddlers and then show you just a little bit of everything. Okay, so for babies, I love the Little Red Penguin series for teaching those basics nonfiction things they're learning right off the bat. Shapes, colors, numbers, all of those things. It's the lift the flap. They find the shape over here, count how many, and then they lift the flap down to see if they were right. We also have a very first selection, and this has all of the basics as well as colors. This is the ABC words. They're thick cardboard pages. So, very first collection. We have our big books, and these books are nonfiction. There's a whole range of topics here. Big Book of the Body is a popular one, but each one has these 4 fold-out pages and different sections. So, folds out this way, and then folds out this way, this way. So it's just a really cool way for kids to get interactive and hands-on with their books, and they're able to visualize this things getting big. Makes it really fun for them. Okay. You might have seen our series of 1000 Things. This is the new title, 1000 Things Under the Sea. The pictures are awesome. They're just really detailed, colorful, engaging. They're going to learn a ton about fish and sharks and things under the sea. Definitely a good book if you like to take family trips to the beach, go on vacations, do things like that. So that's a fun title. This is a new series, kind of similar to that, except it's $199. So it's a little bit smaller book. This one is a $14.99 book. This one is an $8.99 book. There's just 2 in this series right now. So this is 109 animals. We also have 199 things that go, but similar, just on a smaller version for younger kids. Okay, next we have our Lift the Flap series. This is what Usborne is really well known for. We have Peek Inside, Look Inside, and then See Inside. So this is going to be kind of a graduation in age. So the youngest readers would read our Peek Inside stories, but really, my kids were 2 and under 1 when I started with Usborne, and my 2-year-old was fascinated by the Look Inside books. So don't be afraid to get higher level books for younger kids either. But each of these series, Peek Inside will have the biggest flaps. So this is Peek Inside Space. Our new title, they dress the little astronaut right here. Lots of flaps, very engaging. They will definitely be learning a lot and also retaining everything that they read and learn. Look Inside is a little bit bigger book. This one has layers of flaps on every page. This is Look Inside Your Body. Talks about what happens with food when we eat it. Let me show you our new title for the Look Inside series is How Computers Work. So this one is another great nonfiction option for kids that love to get technical with things. They'll be learning lots of things in there. It's a great kind of buddy book to go with our coding for beginners using Scratch. Great nonfiction text also. And then a See Inside book. So this one will be similar, but there's going to be smaller text, a little bit smaller flaps. So you can see how it looks a little bit like our Look Inside book, but would be for a little bit older readers. But also tons and tons of flaps in here. Goes through all the different major systems of the body. So that's See Inside. And there's lots of different See Inside titles. We have Lift the Flap preschool books. This is one of my favorites, the numbers. It's going to be teaching their 1 through 10s, but in varying ways. So odds and evens and few to many. Talking about addresses and colors. Lots of great ways to solidify the basics there. Here's the new title, Lift the Flap Fractions and Decimals. Such a genius book. Like, it really helps to have that visualizing of exactly what a third is and how a third would look if it's a fraction versus a decimal. But this is just a great tool to have for helping with elementary math when they're learning these basics. And it's really important to have kids be solid on the basics when they're going through school and trying to build off of that. So Lift the Flap Fractions and Decimals. We also have Lift the Flap Questions and Answers and a very first questions and answers. So for those kids that are curious and have lots of questions about how things work, what happens when this happens, why does this happen? So, awesome flat book here. And then to finish up, we have lots of illustrated dictionaries. Our new title is going to be the Illustrated Grammar and Punctuation. A great resource for really any adult, anybody to have. And then finally our encyclopedias. They're all gorgeous, full of information. This is World Religions, full of information and really beautiful pictures and photographs in here also. So, okay, thanks for checking out our nonfiction titles.